Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, children. Yeah, let's take this question. If Sn is equal to 3n square by 2 plus 13n by 2, find A25. Find A25. Sn, so we have a general expression to find the sum to n terms of an AP. What is Sn? Sn represents the sum to the first n terms of an AP. Sn is A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on up to AN. The sum of the first n terms of an AP is represented by Sn, the first n terms. So for this particular AP, Sn is given by 3n square by 2 plus 13n by 2. So now when n is 1, S1 is equal to 3 into 1 square by 2 plus 13 into 1, 13 by 2. So this is 1 square is 1 into 3 by 2 plus 13 by 2, 16 by 2, which is 8. And what do we understand by S1? S1 is the sum to the first one term, correct? S1. So it's the first term itself. S1 is the sum to the first one term of an AP, which means it's the first term itself. So S1 is 8, meaning the first term. S1, you cannot add one term, right? So S1 simply is the first term of the AP, which is 8. In the same way, we'll find S2. S2. So it'll be 2 square, 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 by 2, 6 plus 13 into 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, right? 13 into 2. When n is 2, 13 into 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so 13. So S2 is equal to 18. S2 is equal to 18. Now what is S2? What is S2? S2 is A1 plus A2. S2 is A1 plus A2. So S2 is 18 means A1 plus A2 is 18. Now what is A1? 8 plus A2 is equal to 18. Sorry. Is equal to 18. So A2 is equal to 10. So the first term is 8. The first term A1 is 8 and the second term A2 is 10. And we know it is enough to know the first two terms of an AP because we just need the first term and the common difference. So first term we already got it 8 and to get the common difference you need the next term A2. A2. So now we found A2. So A2 minus A1, 10 minus 8, 2 is the common difference. 2 is the common difference. And we know to answer any question, we just need the values of A, N, and D. And A, N, and D. A is the first term, D is the common difference, and N is the number of terms. And A25 means what? A25 means the 25th term. So N is 25. So you know N. N is 25. You have to find A25. That means N is 25. And we have the values of A and D. And what is A25? A25 is equal to A plus 24D. A25 is A plus 24D. The 25th term of the AP is A plus 24D. So A is 8 and D is 2. Substitute and find the 25th term. So using the expression for A1, you must find S1 and S2. You must find S1 and S2. S1 is nothing but A1 or A. S2 is A1 plus A2. So when you put the value of A1 here, you can find the value of A2. So now we have found A1 and A2. So we know the first term and we can also find the common difference A2 minus A1. So we have the values of A and D and N is 25. So using all this, you can find A25. Please work. Write down the question and please work the answer. Done writing, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Okay. Done writing, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is the next question. In an AP, the sum of the first 10 terms is minus 150. And the sum of its next 10 terms is minus 550. Find the AP. So the sum of the first 10 terms is given to you. That means S10 is given. S10. The sum of the first 10 terms is A1 plus A2 plus A3. Please don't work. If you've already learned this chapter in school, don't work. Listen to me. So A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on till A10 is equal to minus 150. And this is what we call S10. This is what we call S10. S10 is minus 150. So now the formula, Sn formula is n by 2. So 10 by 2. See, S10 is minus 150, right? So how do you expand S10? N by 2. So 10 by 2 of 2a. 2a meaning the first, we don't know the AP. So we don't know the first term. We don't know the common difference. We only know n. N is 10 because sum of the first 10 terms. So we know n is 10. Since the AP is not given, we do not know the value of A and D. So 2A is 2A plus n minus 1, 10 minus 1 into D. D is D is equal to minus 150. So when you work this, you will get an equation in A and D. You will get a linear equation in A and D when you work this. So this is one equation. This is one equation. I'm not simplifying this. You know how to work it ahead. Now the next information given is the sum of the next 10 terms. So this information we can handle it in two ways. Okay, so this is the first method. This is one of the two methods. All right, the next 10 terms. So that means A11 plus A12 plus A13, so on till A20 is equal to minus 550. The sum of the next 10 terms. So after the first 10 terms, the next 10 terms will be from the 11th term to the 20th term. So A11 plus A12 plus A13, so on till A20. The sum of these terms is minus 550. So formula. Now this cannot be written as S10 because it's not first 10 terms. And you cannot write S20 also because it is not the sum of the first 20 terms. So this, we don't have any symbol to represent. When it is a sum of, a bunch of terms in the middle, that we cannot represent by symbols like this because S10 means the sum of the first 10 terms. S20 means the sum of the first 20 terms. For now, I'm not telling you. See, you can, it is actually like this S20 minus S10, but we'll talk about this later. It's S20 minus S10. Sum of the first 20 terms minus the sum of the first 10 terms is the sum of the terms from the 11th to the 20th. So you can, but I'm saying like there is no single symbol like this to represent. So we'll talk about this later. So don't write this as S10 or S20. The sum of these terms is minus 5. The sum of these terms is minus 550. Now the formula n by 2. N, be careful, n is not 20. How many terms are you adding here? 10 terms. How many terms are we adding here? 10 terms. So n by 2, 10 by 2 of 2a. A is not A here. A is A11. 2a. See, 2 into the first term. See, I'll tell you what. We are treating this as an AP independently. That's what it is. That's what we're doing. We're taking this chunk from A11 to A20. We're treating this as an AP. So how many terms have we added here to get the sum minus 1? How many terms have we added here to get the sum minus 550? 10 terms. So 10 by 2, n by 2, 10 by 2 of 2a. 2a meaning 2 into the first term of the series here. A11 plus 2a plus n minus 1. How many terms? 10. 10 minus 1 into d. Common difference we don't know. D is equal to minus 550. Is equal to minus 550. Now 10 by 2 is 5. And 2 into what is A11? A plus 10D. What is A11? A plus 10D. Plus 10 minus 1, 9 into D is equal to minus 550. So now next step, it will be 2 into A is 2A, 5 into 2 into A is 2A, plus 2 into 10D is 20D, plus 9D is equal to minus 550. So after this, you know how to handle it. So you're going to get another linear equation in A and D. So now you have two equations in A and D. Solve the two equations to find the values of A and D. And once you find the values of A and D, you can generate the arithmetic progression. Is it simple, children? All of you got it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'll let you do. Yeah, please work. I don't know if I've done, yeah, I've done it in both the ways. So I'll tell you the next method. Yeah, this here is the procedure which we just understood. Yes, please work this. See, I repeat, children, we are not copying it blindly from the screen. Please understand what you're writing. Read the question, internalize the question, understand. As you write as you work the answer, every step you should understand. Any part calculation is not, see, this you also will agree with me that it is simple for you. You can solve the two equations and find the values of A and D. But somewhere you have a doubt, you have to ask me. Yeah, so please remember all this. Start working. And I'm right here. I'm just turning off my camera because I don't want to simply stare into the camera like this, saying nothing. So I'm just turning off my camera, but I'm right here.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, actually in second page, it's like minus 550 by 5, ma'am, but it's typed as minus 550 by 3.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So typing error. Correct, correct. Thank you. Yes, this is 5, darling. Correct. Yeah, this is what I want. Thank you so much. Yeah, this reminds me of something. Yesterday also, we will finish this. There was Y2 was missing an answer, and nobody told me that. Last class on Saturday. Fine, we'll finish this. We'll finish this using both the methods, and then I'll talk about that one. Completed, children?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you'll have to write the equations one below the other, and then change the signs throughout on the second equation. 2a minus 2a gets cancelled. You can put the minus sign here, minus, and plus. Change the signs throughout in the second equation. So 2a minus 2a gets cancelled because 0. Then plus 9d minus 29d is minus 20d. Minus 30 plus 110 is plus 80. So d is equal to minus 4. Then substitute d minus 4 in any one of the two equations. We have equation 1, we have equation 2 in any one of the two equations and get the value of a. So how do you generate the AP? Write the first term, 3. Then 3 to this one. A plus d is the second term. See, oh God. A plus d is the second term. What's the second term? A plus d. So it's 3 plus d. 1 minute, let me tell you this. See, what are the terms of the AP? A plus d, A plus 2d, A plus 3d, and so on. A plus n minus 1 into d. So this is A1. A is A1. A plus d is A2, the second term. A plus 2d is the third term. A plus 3d is the fourth term, and so on. So A is 3. The next term will be A plus d, A plus d minus 4. The next term will be A plus 2d. What is 2 into d? Minus 8. So like this. Then the next term will be A plus 3d. 3d meaning 3 into minus 4. So minus 12. So the terms are 3, minus 1, minus 5, minus 9, and so on. This is A plus D. This is A plus 2D. This is A plus 3D. They are the terms of the AP. Okay. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now the other method is the sum of the first, that equation is going to be the same. The sum of the first 10 terms is minus 150. That's the same. Now, how do you handle the second part of the question? The sum of the next 10 terms is minus 550. So, sum of the first 10 terms, sum of first 10 terms, that is S10. That's nothing but S10. Plus sum of next 10 terms. is equal to what? Sum of the first 20 terms. The sum of the first 10 terms, that is S10, plus the sum of the next 10 terms. So together is what? The sum of the first 20 terms. So this is the sum of the first 20 terms. So what is the sum of the first 10 terms? Minus 150 plus the sum of the next 10 terms is minus 550. Now when you add this, you will get the sum of the first 20 terms, which is S20. Because this is the sum from A1 to A10. And this is the sum from A11 to A20. Next 10 terms, A11 to A20. So when you add these two sums, you will get the sum of the first 20 terms, which is S20. So how much is S20? S20 is minus 150 minus 550, which is minus 700 is equal to S20. So S20 is equal to minus 700. The first one is S10 is equal to minus 150. S10 is equal to minus 150 is the first equation. The next one is S20 is equal to minus 700. So this one, you know, in the same way here, how do you work with S20? N by 2, 20 by 2, because first 20 terms it is. The sum of the first 20 terms. So N is 20. N by 2, 20 by 2 of 2A. 2A, we don't know the AP, so we don't know A and D. We only know N. Okay, so 2A is 2A. And here A is A only. In the first method, we took A as A11. Okay, so when you work, you should see the difference and understand. So 2A plus N minus 1. N is 20, 20 minus 1. S20 it is into D is equal to minus 700. So you will get a linear equation in A and D. Solve this equation and find the values of A and D and then generate the AP. Yeah, so this first part is the same. If you want to rewrite the first part, you can do it. So you write it in a way so that it is clear for you when you revise. So this part is repetition. This is the same thing. What you see here, this one. Exactly that. So you'll get a different equation actually. The second equation will be different. It will not be the same as the earlier one. But the values of A and D will be the same. Yeah, please work. Completed, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, next one. Any questions, children?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
All right. In an AP of 50 terms, the sum of the first 10 terms is 210, and the sum of its last 15 terms is 2565. Find the AP. So last 15 terms, tell me, if the AP has 50 terms, tell me the first term of the last 15 terms. Tell me the first term of the last 15 terms.
A41.
A41, please think again.
A35, A36.
A30.
A30,
5, ma'am.
5. Count. 35, 36, count till 50 and see if there are 15, if you have 15 terms from the 35th term to the 50th term.
A36.
Somebody's mic is enabled. Yeah, I think Blessy said A36.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, A36, children. A36, see here, 36th term. So 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So 5 there. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So from the 36th term, to the 50th term is the last 50 terms. And the sum of the last 15 terms is 2565. The sum of its last 15 terms. The first term of the last 15 terms is A36. So if you count from the 36th term to the 50th term, you will see that there are 15 terms. 36, 37, 38, 39, count till 50, you will have 15 terms. So the sum of these terms, A36 plus A37 plus A38, so on till A50, the sum of the last 15 terms is 2565. N by 2. So how many terms are there? 15 terms, not 50, not 50. 2565 is not the sum of the first 50 terms. It's the sum of the last 15 terms. So N is 15. N is 15. 15 by 2. Of 2A, be careful with A. So in we have found the sum from the 36th to the 50th term. So here the first term is A36. So 2A, 2 into A36. 2A plus N minus 1. N, what's the value of N? 15 minus 1 into D. D we don't know because we don't know the AP. Is equal to 2565. And what is A36, children? What's the expression for A36? First. A36 is what? What is AN? A plus N minus 1 into D. So A36 will be A plus 36 minus 1 into D. So it is A plus 35D. A plus 35D. A36 is A plus 35D. So 15 by 2 into 2 into A plus 35D plus 14D. Sorry. Is equal to 2565. So you know how to work this. Multiply, open the brackets, and then this 15 by 2 goes to the other side as 2 by 15. 15 by 2 on the other side will be into 2 by 15. So you'll get an equation in A and D. And the first information, the sum of the first 10 terms, S10 is equal to 210. So from this, you will have another equation in A and D. Solve these two equations, find the values of A and D, and hence generate the arithmetic progression. Please work. Yeah, I'll just come back in 5 minutes, children. Please work. Finish walking, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next question. Find the sum of all 3-digit natural numbers. 3-digit natural numbers that leave remainder 13 when divided by 15. I'll read the question again. Find the sum of all 3-digit natural numbers that leave remainder 13 when divided by 15. So again, here you have to generate the AP. You'll have to generate, or you'll have to find the AP of all 3-digit numbers that leave remainder 13. That means they should not be exactly divisible by 15. When you divide that 3-digit number by 15, the remainder should be 13. When you divide the 3-digit number by 15, the remainder should be 13. So satisfying this condition, you should generate the AP. All three, you should generate the AP consisting of all 3-digit numbers that leave remainder 13 when divided by 15. So you have to start with 100, right? Divide by 15, because 100 is the smallest 3-digit number. 15, 6 are 90. 10 is a remainder. 10 is a remainder. Now, when you divide 100 by 15, what's the remainder? 10 is a remainder. But what should be the remainder? Okay, let me put it like this for you, children. Let us first generate the, this will be easier. Let's first generate the AP of all 3-digit numbers that are exactly divisible by 15. Okay, so the first number will be, the first number will be 15 minus 10. Last class we saw this, 5. 100 plus 5, 105. So 105 is the first 3-digit number that's exactly divisible by 15. I said we'll first generate the AP of all 3-digit numbers that are exactly divisible by 15. And then we'll include the next criteria that it should leave a remainder 13. 100, I'll clear the screen, do it again. 100 is the smallest 3-digit number. Divide that by 15. 6 are 90, 10 is a remainder. To subtract 15 and 10, I told you in the last class, 15 minus 10 is 5, and add that to the dividend. 100 plus 5, 105. Now 105 is the first 3-digit number exactly divisible by 15. Now find the last one. For that, use the number 999, because that's the greatest 3-digit number. Divide by 15. 6 are 90, 9 is the remainder, 9 comes down, 6 are 90, 9 is the remainder. Now to find the last number, you must straight away subtract the remainder from the dividend. So 999 minus 9, 990. 990. 990 is the last or the greatest 3-digit number exactly divisible by 15. So now you can fill the numbers in the middle, because you just have to keep adding 15. So 105, then it'll be 120, then it'll be 135. So on. You can get the previous one, no? 990 minus 15. So 975 is the previous one. So like this. So we have generated the AP of all 3-digit numbers exactly divisible by 15. Now we'll add the remainder. The remainder should be, see what's the remainder here? 0. These numbers, when you divide by 15, the remainder is 0. No, remainder should not be 0. Remainder should be 13. So you add that 13. If you add 13, the remainder will be 13. So to all these numbers, add 13, the remainder 13. Okay, add the remainder 13. Now what's important is just take one number before this. take one number before this. Okay, now if you ask me why one number before this, why not one number after this? Fine, let's take one number before this and after this. 1 or 2 numbers. Okay, so let me just take one number before this, 105. So before that will be 90. And here 990. And after that will be 1000, 1005. When you add 15, it will be 1005. See very clearly. Okay, fine. Let me take one number before and after. Okay, now, well, let's add 13 to all these numbers. 13 to all these numbers. See, nothing. We first generated the sequence of all 3-digit numbers exactly divisible by 15. If it's exactly divisible, the remainder is 0. But no, the remainder should be 13. So add that remainder, 13, to all these numbers. But before that, include one number before the first number 105 and take one number after the last number 990. That's 1005. Actually, 1005 is not needed. Okay, but we'll just do it. Now 90 plus 13 is what? 103. Now can you see 103 is a 3-digit number. So if you don't take 90, you'll miss 103. So you will not get the correct answer, the correct sum. 90 plus 13 is 103. And is 103 a 3-digit number? Yes. When you divide by 15, will it leave remainder 13? Yes. Divide 103 by 15. 6 are 90 and 13 is a remainder. See, it satisfies the conditions. 103 is a 3-digit number. On dividing 103 by 15, the remainder is 13. So you can take 103, but you will get 103 only if you had considered 90. But 90 is a 2-digit number. We are not taking 90. 90 is a 2-digit number. But when you add 13 to that, you get 103, which is a 3-digit number, and which leaves remainder 13 when divided, and which leaves remainder 13 when divided by 15. So 103 is the first number. Now, if you take a number before 90, that'll be 75. So 75 plus 13 is 98. So you don't have to take 98 because 98 is a 2-digit number. The previous number will be the previous number before 90 will be 75, and 75 plus the remainder 13 will be, oh, I think I didn't add correctly. I said a different number. Will be 88. Is it something else? Will be 88. 75 plus 13 is 88, and 88 is not a 3-digit number. So from 90. Now we are generating the AP of all 3-digit numbers that leave remainder 13 upon dividing by 15. So 105 plus 13, 118. Please check my addition. 133, 148, then 988, 990 plus 13 is 1003. You don't need, so you don't have to check this at all. So this one. So this is the AP from 103 to 988. From 103 to 988. This is the AP of all 3-digit numbers that leave remainder 13 when divided by 15. See, 990, this number 990, when you divide by 15, it's exactly divisible. So when you add 13 to that, it's 1003, which is a 4-digit number. So that doesn't satisfy the condition in the question. It should be, we're trying to find the sum of all 3-digit numbers. So 1003 will not come. So this is the first number in the AP, this is the last number. Now to find the sum, you always need the value of n. Sum of, because what's the formula? Sn, n by 2. You need the value of n. Sum of how many numbers? Should find n. And how do you find n? The last person in the queue will tell you the value of n. So you should go to 988. And you should ask 988 its position. So if supposing 988 is in the 32nd position, then there are 32 terms in this AP. You must find n. Using the last number, you should find n. And how do you do that? An is equal to 988. When you work this, you can get the value of n. Some schools would have given this formula L minus A by D plus 1. Okay, you can use it. If your school is given this formula, then you can use it. but I don't use this formula. I always work it with an. To find n, there's a formula L minus a by d plus 1. Last term minus the first term by the common difference plus 1. You can also check it after you work and get the value of n. No, you can also use this formula and check. Last term, that is 988 minus the first term, 103 by d, common difference. Common difference is 15. What's the difference between these two numbers? 15 plus 1 will give you the value of n. Okay, so an is 988. A plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 988. Work this and find the value of n. Then you can find Sn. So supposing like 32, S32 is equal to n by 2, 32 by 2 of the first term plus the last term. First term 103 plus the last term 988. Or you can also use the other formula, n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Anything. But you can use this because you know the last term also, first term and the last term. Yeah, please work. Yeah, see, I've shown the division also here for you. I'll just take you through the slide. So see here, first I've generated the AP of all 3-digit numbers divisible by 15 using this division process. Then the AP of all 3-digit natural numbers that leave remainder 13 when divided by 15 by adding 13 to all these numbers. See, now you'll be like, I told you, I explained this already. 3-digit, but 90 is not 3-digit. But I told you why we are taking 90. Okay. So to all these numbers, you add 13, add 13, add 13. And that's how you get this. You get these numbers. Then use an to find the value of n. And then find Sn using n by 2 first term plus last term. Yeah, please work. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, the division, I have put it here, but the division is what you'll have to be performing first. This is the rough column. These two divisions you have to perform first. Only then you can generate this AP. And with the help of this AP, you generate this AP by adding 13 to every number. So division is what we'll do first. And then this column and this column. Okay, next one. Yeah, so why don't you try this? This is similar to the earlier one. Find the sum of all 3-digit natural numbers that leave remainder 6 when divided by 11. Yes. This is for you. 10 minutes. So please announce when you finish. If you're done, please call out. Yeah, I've unshared my screen. So tell me the AP of all 3-digit numbers divisible by 11. Yes, I want answers.
99,
Okay.
1111, 121, 131.
1111, huh? 111 you're trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
No, 99. After 99?
110,
110. Okay, after that?
111, 111.
Okay. Okay, fine. Blessy, disable your mic. Yeah, somebody else?
99, 110,
Ah,
121,
ah,
132, 143, and so on till 990.
990. Okay. And what about the AP of, so what you just said is the AP of 3-digit natural numbers divisible by 11. We included 99. It's not 3-digit, but yeah, we have to take it. We understand that. So 99, 110, 121, so on till 990. Yeah, so now what's the AP of all 3-digit numbers that leave remainder 6 when divided by 11?
And 105, 116, 127 until 996.
Correct, correct. What's the value of n?
And I got 82.
Correct. And what's the sum of all these 82 numbers?
And I'm yet to calculate that now.
Very good. Okay, so far correct. Okay, yes, let me just present the answer slide.
Got the same answer now.
Very good. So this is how we generate the arithmetic progression 110 to 990. And just wait for 2 minutes. All of you complete it. All right, children, go to the next one. How many numbers between 88 and 993 are divisible by 11? How many numbers? You don't have to find the sum of these numbers. Simply how many numbers. So just find the value of n. Find the value of n, that's it. How many numbers between 88 and 993 are divisible by 11? So you find the, in this range 88 to 93, sorry, in this range of 88 to 993, find the first number divisible by 11, find the last number divisible by 11, and using the last number, find the value of n. That's all. I think this also you can try. We'll see the answer later. Yeah, please try. Write the question. Yeah, children, what's the value of n?
81.
81 from Blessy. 81. And Blessy, your AP?
1110. 121.
Between 88 and 993. 110 is not the first number.
Okay.
Mom, I got 82.
82. Okay, what about your AP?
Ma'am, it's 99,
Okay,
110, 121, and goes on till 990.
990. Correct. So because it's between 88, you should not include 88. 88 is divisible by 11. But you should not include 88 because you'll have to take the numbers between 88 and 993. In between 88 and 993. So though 88 is divisible by 11, you're not supposed to consider that. So after 88 is 99 and then 110 and it goes up to 990. Yeah. Yeah, so please check your answer with the answer you see on your screen. Always to find n, make use of the last number, the last term of the AP. The position of this number will tell us the number of terms in the AP. I told you for finding the value of n, you can also use this formula L minus A by D plus 1. L last term 990 minus A first term 99 by D common difference 11 plus 1. So n is equal to 891 by 11 plus 1. N is equal to 11 8s are 88. So 1 remains 1 plus 1. N is equal to 82. You can also find the value of n like this. Of course, you have to generate the AP and then do this. But I would say use this maybe for MCQ or yeah, MCQ. Otherwise, I think you can choose this procedure over this one. If you're working for more than 1 mark, please choose this procedure over this one. No reason. There's no reason. If your teacher always uses, this method to find n, please do that. It's not wrong or nothing like you will not get marks, nothing of that sort. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. An AP has 21 terms. The sum of the 3 middle terms is 129 and the sum of the last 3 terms is 237. Find the AP. So we know that when the AP has odd number of terms, n is equal to 21. So when the AP has odd number of terms, there is one middlemost term, and that middlemost term is 21 plus 1 by 2. 22 by 2, 11. The 11th term is the middlemost term. But they're talking about the three middle terms. So the three middle terms will be the 11th term is the middlemost term. So take one to the left of the 11th term and one to the right of the 11th term. So the 10th term and the 12th term. These are the three middlemost terms. No, I shouldn't say three middlemost. The three middle terms. N is equal to 21. It is odd. So there is one middlemost term, which is 21 plus 1 by 2, 22 by 2, the 11th term. This is the middlemost term. But what's given? The sum of the three middle terms is 129. So the 11th term is the middlemost term. But the three middle terms will be, take one to the left of the 11th term, that is the 10th term, and one to the right of the 11th term, the 12th term. So it's given that A10 plus A11 plus A12 is equal to 129. The sum of the three middle terms. A10 plus A11 plus A12 is equal to 129. So A10 is A plus 9D, A11 is A plus 10D, and A12 is A plus 11D is equal to 129. So on working this, you will get one equation on A and D. Have that. Then the sum of the last three terms. So if there are 21 terms, the last three terms are 21, 20, and 19. These are the last three terms. The 21st term, the 20th term, and the 19th term. These are the last three terms. The sum of the last three terms are A plus 18D plus A plus 19D plus A plus 20D is equal to 237. So you have two equations. Solve them and find the values of A and D, and hence find the AP. Yeah, please work. Finish working this one, children.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Completed, ma'am.
Okay. So the sum of the third and seventh terms of an AP is 6. The sum of the third and seventh terms. Sum of the third term and the seventh term is 6. So that means A plus 2D plus A plus 6D is equal to 6. So 2A plus 8D is equal to 6. When you divide by 2 throughout, you get A plus 4D is equal to 3. So this is one equation. The sum of the third term and the seventh term is 6. A plus 2D plus A plus 6D is 6. So that gives you this equation. A plus 4D is equal to 3. A plus 4D is equal to 3. And their product is 8. That means A3 into A7. Their product is 8. Their product A3 into A7 is 8. So again, A plus 2D into A plus 6D is equal to 8. Third term is A plus 2D. Seventh term is A plus 6D is equal to 8. So now, see, normally we get two equations in A and D, two linear equations in A and D. Two linear equations in A and D. So we write the equations one below the other, and then if needed, we change the signs in the second equation, we solve, and we find the value of either A or D, and then substitute and get the value of the other variable. But here you can make out that when you multiply these two brackets, you will get A square, A into A square, A into 6D, 6AD, then 2AD, 12D square. So you are not, from this equation, you will not get a linear equation in A and D. So you cannot solve it like this, like you did here. Because here both are in A and D. Both are in A and D. So you can write them one below the other and solve it like this. This is called the elimination method. Because you eliminate, right? You've learned linear equations, you will understand. This is the elimination method. We eliminate one of the variables. A is eliminated and you find the value of D. And then you substitute D to find A. But here you will not get a linear equation from this. So we have to use a substitution method. What is that substitution method? So go back to the first equation and write A is equal to 3 minus 4D. A is equal to 3 minus 4D. So now what is A? 3 minus 4D, no? So here A, 3 minus 4D plus 2D into what is A? 3 minus 4D plus 6D is equal to 8. So what do you get? 3 minus 2D into 3 plus 2D is equal to 8. So this is like A minus B into A plus B, identity. A minus B into A plus B is A squared minus B squared. 3 squared minus 2D the whole square. So 9 minus 4D square is equal to 8. Minus 4D square is equal to minus 1. Minus cancels. D square is 1 by 4. D is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 by 4. D is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2. Common difference can be positive or negative. It can be a fraction. Okay, so it can even be 0. So common difference is plus or minus 1 by 2. D is equal to plus or minus 1 by 2. Now you should substitute this because we need to find the values of A and D. A and D. So we found D. We've got two values for D and both are acceptable. You cannot say minus half is not possible, plus half is not possible. You cannot say that. You cannot say, meaning both the values of D are acceptable. So you cannot reject any of it. So now when D is plus half, find the value of A. And when D is minus half, find the value of A. So for each value of D, you will get a corresponding value for A. So when A is, when D is plus 1 by 2, the value of A is 1. And when D is minus 1 by 2, this 2, right? So 3 plus 2, 5. 3 plus 2, 5. The value of A is 5. So when when D is 1 by 2, A is 1. When D is minus 1 by 2, A is 5. So you have two sets. You have two values for A and D. So you will be generating two different APs. Okay, but what's the question? Find the sum of the first 16 terms of the AP. Okay, they're not asking you to generate the AP. They want you to find the sum of the first 16 terms of the AP. But you have two different APs because you have two different values for A and D. You have two different values for A and D. So you'll have two different APs. So you'll get two different sums. S16, you can find two answers because you have two APs. So please see here, children. Sum of the third and the seventh term is 6. So from that you get this equation. And then the product of the third and the seventh term is 8. So since you will not get you will not get a linear equation A and D from this one, we have to use a substitution method. So we go back to this equation. We write A is equal to 3 minus 4D and we substitute that here. In place of A, we use 3 minus 4D. And then applying the identity A minus B into A plus B is A squared minus B squared, you are able to solve and find the value of D. Because you can see here, after substituting, we have only D here. We don't have A, we have only D. So you're able to work and find the value. In fact, the values for D. So when D is plus 1 by 2, A is 1. When D is minus, one second. When D is plus 1 by 2, we get A is 1. And when D is minus 1 by 2, we get A is 5. Yeah. When D is plus 1 by 2, the value of A is 1. When D is minus 1 by 2, the value of A is 5. So when A is 1 and D is 1 by 2, the first case, A 1 and D 1 by 2. Actually, you don't have to generate the AP. I have generated. You don't have to. You can directly find S16. Because what is S16? N by 2, 16 by 2 of 2A. You know A is 1. So 2 into 1. Plus N minus 1, 16 minus 1 into D. D is 1 by 2. So you don't have to generate the AP. So, but again, it's not wrong to write it. You can write it. No, you're happy that you're getting the answer, so you just want to show this. So you can write the AP, nothing wrong with that, but it's not asked. They just want you to answer this question. Find the sum of the first 16 terms of the AP. So you can directly answer that. You don't have without generating the AP because you know the values of A and D. Yeah. And then again, when A is 5 and D is minus 1 by 2, so this will be the AP and this is S16. Is the procedure understood, children? Okay, I think you have to work to answer that question. Okay, please work. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now answer the question. Any doubts? Or is it clear? I didn't get any answer when I asked you this earlier. I should assume that all of you have understood or not understood. Understood the answer or not, children? Why are you so hesitant to answer this question? My God. Akshada, is the answer clear? Aragamai, Aniruddhan. Oh, now I have a doubt. Am I audible? Is my screen visible? Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. I've asked you enough times. Okay. Akshara says yes, ma'am. Okay. Bhavishya also tried to answer, but I couldn't hear and she's not audible. All right. Next one. The sum of three numbers in AP is -3. The sum of three numbers in AP is -3 and their product is 8. Find the numbers. So the first session on arithmetic progressions, we did see one slide which said how to assume 3 numbers, 4 numbers, and 5 numbers in AP. So when you have to assume 3 numbers in AP, it's convenient to take or go with these assumptions. Let the numbers be A minus D, A, and A plus D. Let the 3 numbers be A minus D, A, and A plus D. So the sum of the 3 numbers, A minus D plus A plus D, is -3. And their product is 8. That means A minus D into A plus D is equal to 8. The sum of the numbers is -3. And their product is 8. A minus D into A plus D is 8. So when you work, you'll get the values of A and D, and hence you can generate the AP. So I think this you can understand yourself. I'll just show you the answer slide. Yeah. This is not at all difficult, children. You can help yourself. Please work the answer, take down the question, work the answer. Okay, children, so finish this answer. Take a break and get back at 9 o'clock. We'll continue the session from 9. We'll go on till 10. All right. Please finish this one and come back at 9 o'clock.